Every gardener loves a good secret, especially one that makes plants explode with life without spending a single coin. There's a quiet gardening trick already hidden in almost every household, yet most people throw it away daily without realizing its power. Once you understand how it works and why it works so effectively, you'll never look at your kitchen scraps the same way again. This is the method that turns ordinary organic waste into a supercharged soil-building formula, completely free, incredibly effective, and perfect for any crop you grow. The beauty of this technique is that it works with nature instead of fighting it. While commercial fertilizers force plants to grow, this zero-cost method wakes up the soil, feeds microbes, improves water retention, boosts nutrient availability, and strengthens root systems, all at once. It's a natural engine for growth, and it costs absolutely nothing. This is the kind of strategy every gardener should master, because its results build season after season and create a level of soil health money simply cannot buy. What makes this method so powerful is that it uses fermentation to pre-digest organic matter before it enters the soil. Normally, when leaves, kitchen waste, or crop residues rot on their own, they break down slowly. But when you ferment them, microbes multiply at an explosive rate, unlocking nutrients and transforming the mixture into a thick, nutrient-dense liquid. Plants respond to almost instantly. This process doesn't just feed plants. It rebuilds soil structure, introduces beneficial microbes, and strengthens the invisible ecosystem that makes crops thrive. Fermentation, it reduces odors, speeds up decomposition, prevents nutrient loss, and it stabilizes minerals so your plants can actually absorb them. In other words, instead of just tossing waste into your garden, you're really converting it into a bioactive growth formula that works a bit like a mild fertilizer and probiotic all rolled into one. So, this is the science behind the method. And well, it's why it's become a real game changer for gardeners who want results without spending a bunch of money. The secret, honestly, is using the right combination of kitchen materials. The most effective mix includes things like vegetable peels, fruit scraps, stale bread, used rice water, leftover porridge water, and any soft organic residues that break down easily. Now, it's important to avoid things like meat, dairy, and oils because, well, they tend to slow down fermentation and can create some pretty unwanted smells. These soft, plant-based materials, they're packed with carbohydrates, starch, minerals, and natural sugars. All of that feeds the microbes that are responsible for turning your mixture into a really valuable soil tonic. Once you have your scraps ready, go ahead and chop them into smaller pieces. This increases the surface area and, smaller pieces ferment faster and end up producing a richer, more potent liquid. If you're preparing a larger batch, always aim for variety. Different scraps offer different nutrients, and, well, the more diverse your mix, the better the final result will be for your soil. To prepare the formula at home, fill a container halfway with your chopped kitchen waste. Add 3 tablespoons of brown sugar or molasses to accelerate microbial growth and prevent bad bacteria from taking over. Then pour in clean water until it fully covers the material. The container should not be airtight. Instead, cover it loosely to allow gases to escape during fermentation. The mixture should ferment for 10 to 14 days depending on temperature. During this period, the microbes break down the organic matter, releasing vitamins, minerals, and beneficial acids. Stir the mixture every 2 to 3 days to keep oxygen circulating and to help the breakdown process. By the end of the fermentation period, the liquid will have darkened, producing a nutrient-packed concentrate that's ready for dilution. Because the fermented liquid is strong, you should always dilute it before use. For general feeding, mix 1 cup of fermented concentrate with 2 liters of water. For sensitive plants, young seedlings or leafy greens, use 1 cup of concentrate in 3 liters of water. If you plan to drench the soil, add the diluted mixture directly at the base of your plants once every 2 weeks. If you prefer using it as a foliar spray, strain it first to remove solids, then apply early in the morning or late evening to prevent leaf burn. This precise formula ensures your plants receive a balanced microbial and nutrient boost without overwhelming them. Overuse is not recommended, not because it is harmful, but because the soil only needs a gentle microbial push to unlock nutrients already present. The strength of this method lies in its ability to create living soil. Instead of force-feeding plants synthetic nutrients, it stimulates root activity, improves nutrient cycling, and increases the population of beneficial microbes responsible for decomposition and mineralization. This means your soil becomes more fertile with time, even if you stop applying external fertilizer. Unlike many fertilizers that wash away with rain, fermented waste adds organic acids that bind nutrients to soil particles, making them stable and long-lasting. It also improves water retention, helping your garden thrive even during dry spells. As soil texture improves, root systems spread wider and deeper, allowing plants to access more nutrients naturally. This zero-cost booster works beautifully on vegetables, fruits, herbs, seedlings, tree nurseries, and even ornamental plants. It is especially helpful just before flowering or fruiting, when plants need the most support. If your soil feels hard, dry, or depleted, applying the mixture consistently will restore it within just a few weeks. The method really shines in kitchen gardens, raised beds, bucket gardens, and open fields, making it versatile for gardeners of all levels. Use it during early morning or evening for best absorption, and, try to avoid applying during heavy rains to prevent dilution. If you are preparing beds for planting, go ahead and apply the formula about 1 week before sowing. This helps activate soil microbes and, creates the ideal growing environment. The true value of this method honestly becomes clear after several months of consistent use. Soil that was once dull, compacted, or nutrient-poor turns crumbly, darker, and, just more alive. You'll notice earthworms coming back, roots spreading faster, and plants showing a much deeper green color. This natural transformation is sustainable, cost-free, and environmentally friendly. It reduces waste in your home, cuts down the need for fertilizers, and really strengthens your garden's natural resilience. Over time, your garden becomes less dependent on external inputs because, the soil itself becomes rich enough to sustain healthy plant growth. Once you see the difference, this simple zero-cost method becomes something you'll rely on season after season. If you found this guide helpful, remember to subscribe to Growth Hub Central Crops and, share the video with other gardeners who want to grow more while spending less. Your support helps us continue creating valuable, practical gardening content for everyone passionate about growing healthy, thriving crops.